Today, I'm gonna be making this narrowboat my home for the next 3 days.
Somewhere deep in the English countryside.
I'm kinda nervous for this.
If you guys are new here, hi, my name is Allie, and believe it or not, the cruise ship I used to work on was over 1,000 feet.
But today my boat is 25 feet. At a whopping 4 miles per hour, it may not sound super daunting, but the main difference is I'm the captain. So last week I did a van trip in Scotland, and this week I am renting a narrowboat. I have never done something like this in my life, but let's learn how to drive a boat. We're about to become professional boaters. Woohoo! That's amazing. Ah! So if you're trying to avoid that thing, you make it
not so much.
Oh, so okay, sorry. This week we have transitioned from the road to the water. I do have a little bit of experience driving boats, but not too much. But the complicated thing about this adventure is I feel like this is not a one-man job. I feel like you definitely need multiple people. Hi, Sam.
Hi, Allie.
So we actually met in Japan, and he just happens to be in London.
Crazy.
I did consider trying to do this thing alone.
It would be hard to film and man the boat. I feel like you could do it, but
I think it would be wildly unsafe.
Agreed. I am the boat driver.
Aye, Captain.
Aye, Captain. Yep. Anything you need.
There is the tunnel. Oh my God. This is crazy. Woo! Both of our boat knowledge is relatively limited. How much have you done?
Close to zero.
Fantastic.
This has already been the most amount of boating I've been doing.
I've done like subtle introductions to boats, but this is definitely like the longest that I will be on a boat ever. Oh, sorry, that's like false. I have been...
I'm Allie, and I go on cruise ships.
I've never been on a boat before. Yeah. Being on a ship is like being in your own community. This is very much...
We're out in the open road.
It feels very liberating.
Yeah, I could put it into hyper gear.
Wow, that was so fast. If you saw my last video where I did van life in Scotland, I thought this was going to be kind of similar to that, and already it is feeling significantly more peaceful. To be fair, having another person definitely does help, but I think just driving that massive van was so intimidating, and this just feels like a breeze. I feel like one of the best parts of this experience so far too is that there's literally nobody here but us. Apparently there actually are a lot of people who live in narrowboats full time, and it's quite an affordable way to live. Also, I'm very excited to show you guys what it looks like inside. We will do a full tour a little bit later, but for now, we're gonna be trying to get to our first spot. We've now been puttering around for the past couple hours. For the first time seeing civilization.
We're starving.
It's 9 p.m. I think we're finally getting close. It's honestly been magical, like straight out of a fairy tale, especially during like the golden hour. The sun was just glistening on all of the trees. We keep like turning to each other and being like, this doesn't feel real.
I feel like it's what people imagine when they think of the English countryside.
Jump!
Perfect knot.
Actually pretty good. Okay, you win this one, Samuel.
Yep. I'm a naughty boy. What to do?
It's been a long adventure, but here we are. Whoa! It's like the Panama Canal. That's crazy. Future Sam and Allie can address that tomorrow.
That looks scary.
All the locks start here and go all the way down there. The guy who rented out the boat to us mentioned how people often feel just super relaxed putting down the canal at 4 miles per hour. I definitely feel that. It is so stunning. Generally too, I feel a lot less stressed than I thought I would. Although I would say that this adventure is also very much outside of my comfort zone, I would say that the learning curve hasn't been quite so steep, which I appreciate. Well, it is now 9:20 p.m. We've made it to our first stop, and it's time for us to go get dinner. As you guys know, I use eSIMs religiously, but instead of telling you guys about today's sponsor, which is Airalo, I use ChatGPT and Sunu AI to make this a little bit more interesting.
Just touch it down, wheels hit the ground, no more scrambling to find Wi-Fi around. 200 countries, yeah, it's wild, got data on deck, travel style. No more SIM cards, no more lines, just tap my screen and now I'm online. Kept my number, no switching phones, feels like magic, but I'm in the
Make sure to use the code ALLIE3 for $3 off your first purchase. Use the link in the description to download the app, and thank you Airalo for sponsoring this video.
So we just came across this restaurant. It closes in an hour at 11. Let's see if it's open.
All right, put your hand out and touch one. You're not touching anything. Our first meal of the night, onion ring.
It's 10 p.m. Hopes were not too high regarding the kitchen being open, but all we were able to gather up was
Some bread pudding, fruit tart, and I think this is like some crumble.
crumble something.
Yeah.
Honestly, I'm not upset. It's all fresh.
It's fresh. It's
Homemade.
It's homemade.
We're going in.
Let's do it.
Very saucy
This is what we need.
bread pudding. I
Yeah.
love the texture of a bread pudding.
I think I like this one better. Yeah.
I like the raisins.
Yeah. Raisins are great.
This one looks really good.
Cheers.
Dinner of champions. I think we've done a great job. We just got back from dinner and it was not quite what we had anticipated. We basically just had junk food and dessert for dinner and honestly don't feel the greatest, but tomorrow we have breakfast booked, so that is a plus. As for the rest of the night, it is now 11:38 and it's time to try to make the sleeping arrangements. As you guys can see, the little otter is quite little. On one side, we have the kitchen and the bathroom area, and on the other side, this is dual purpose. We have couches that basically transform into a bed. Alrighty, these are the sleeping arrangements for tonight. It's not the biggest sleeping space in the world. For reference, he's about like a foot taller than me. Good luck, fine sir. It's been a lovely day. It has been exhausting. It's now midnight.
Yeah, we're gonna get breakfast tomorrow. 8 a.m. 8 a.m.
8 a.m.
Boom.
Boom.
Love a fist bump.
Good night. Good morning from the English countryside. It is day 2 of being on the Narrowboat, and it is a beautiful day. The restaurant we're going to right over there. After last night's dinner, definitely feeling like we could use a proper meal, so this should be nice. Today we started off our morning with a little run to the breakfast place. It was a very sweet little English breakfast. Definitely way better than the dinner that we had last night, but now we are going to be going through the lock system. The goal of the lock system is to bring the boat from up here all the way down the hill.
Yes. Couldn't have said it better myself.
I'm kind of nervous for this.
You're chilling.
Fantastic. Ready?
Yep.
Little otter, let's go. Do I have the key? Do you have the key?
I think you have the key.
I have to go find it. I have the key. Captain Sam, heading the locks.
This is the narrowest passageway we've gone through.
They don't call it narrowboats for no reason. This feels so thrilling. We're shrinking. This is so crazy. We started up here and we are just making our way down.
No one should trust me to do this, but I'm so glad they have.
In this process, we kind of have to tag team. So I am currently steering and driving the boat, and Sam is helping with the gate. Just behind these doors is a whole lot of water. It definitely feels vulnerable being right by these doors that have so much water behind them. You can see the water levels were up here, and obviously now we're all the way down here. Here we go. Wow. We're now at the halfway point, so we're about to pass with a boat that's actually on their way up. It's like our intersection point. Now we have to really make sure I do not hit anyone else. Okay, let's go. Vroom, vroom. Oh, I don't want to hit this boat. Okay, good enough, good enough. Well done, Sam. Great form. How are you finding it?
That was great.
There's nothing this old in the United States, but like especially this kind of system, it just does not exist in many places. We are like manually closing and opening these doors, and they even have these little lifts on the ground so that you can kind of use them as leverage. And these doors are definitely kind of heavy, so you need it. How long have you been doing this? 15 years ago. Do you enjoy it?
Enjoy it. Why would you be here?
Great point. Great point. Let's go. Yeah! Little otter just putting through. The queen is coming.
Hi, America. How are you doing? It's cool here. Is it hot over there?
Probably.
Yeah, probably.
At least in LA. LA is probably a bit hot right now.
Got a little lock experience.
What did you prefer?
I like both because I like talking to the lock guys, but then I also like just like the peaceful going through the locks too.
I think I liked the pushing better because I felt like I just understood the system better. It was like fun to feel like more immersed in it, but the whole experience is really cool.
Agreed.
We did it. Oh, this is just lovely. I am not really much of a coffee drinker, but it's the only thing that we have here, so figured I would at least give it a go. Something I'm enjoying about this experience is that even though it does feel more comfortable than van life, there are still some learning curves. The whole lock system is something I've never even heard of before. Sam is the one that actually enjoys coffee, so let's go bring him some coffee for you.
Thank you.
I'm not 100% sure I made it correctly
Tastes like coffee to me.
because yours turned out like a lot bigger than mine.
Because it knew I was twice the size of you.
The vegetation is so thick. I just love it.
It just looks so picturesque. It's like that scene out of Gladiator. It's cool seeing the difference between the people that are here for the day and then the people who live here, who are like boat people. Some of them look like actual pirates.
Do you know what this is giving me right now? In Avatar with those swamp people.
Yeah.
We are just like
freaking vibing.
like a mix of the swamp people and the secret tunnel people.
I was thinking secret tunnel people.
Land ho.
We are here.
Where's here?
I actually don't know. Where are we?
It's so cute.
Very picturesque.
It's called Market Harborough. This is actually the train station that we originally came in from London. And then the guy picked us up and took us to North Kilwolf Wharf.
North Kilwolf Wharf.
Yes. John, hello John, if you're watching this. It's like a very quaint little town and this is just where we're gonna perch up for the night and enjoy.
I'm excited.
Woohoo! We've made it to our spot in the British countryside. So naturally, we had to get pad thai. A little bit unconventional, but it was recommended by John. He gave us a bunch of recommendations in the city, so we had to go with it. Pad thai. I love a pad thai. Well, I think now is as good a time as any for a little boat tour. As you can see when we first walk into the Little Otter, on this side of the room we have the kitchen, and on this side we have a little otter. So this right here is actually a fully equipped kitchen, which has been surprisingly super nice. We have some K-cups with a little coffee maker, a bunch of utensils, a fridge and a freezer, full oven, basically anything you'd need for a little getaway, but also anything you would need just to live in general. I can understand why people end up living on these narrowboats. They just have everything. And then here's Little Otter, which leads to the bathroom. Not gonna lie, this bathroom is very small. I've definitely seen a lot of small bathrooms when working on cruise ships and stuff, and I feel like this definitely gives it a run for its money. Just have a sink right here, the toilet, and the shower. Yay! Like I mentioned before, this is a very small narrowboat, so that pretty much covers one half of the boat, and then this is the other half. During the daytime, this is just a bunch of couches. This may look like a normal couch and table, but the tabletop can actually be removed. Once you take the tabletop off, the table legs actually go right here. And then we do also have a couple little extra amenities, including a fireplace. It comes with matches and fire starters and kindling, as well as a little TV. It is pretty crazy to see how big a lot of the other narrowboats are, but I feel like this one does the trick, and it's just been really fun to be out here on the water. Good morning. Today is our last full day on the narrowboat. Technically speaking, we return it tomorrow morning, but today is our last full day, and we've just woken up in the lovely Market Harbor. As you can see, it is quite rainy right now. I feel like this whole trip, we have just been so lucky with the weather. Something that I failed to even consider when booking this is the fact that all of the navigation and steering is done from outside. So the fact that we've had amazing weather up until now, impeccable. But if the rain kind of keeps up the way it is right now, this could be interesting. This harbor is so adorable. There's only a couple other narrowboats that are docked here tonight, but it's just like so peaceful, especially here in the morning. When I first came out of the boat to do the filming, it was not raining this hard, and I'm a little nervous to go back.
Sam went to bed late last night, trying not to wake him up. So he's sleeping in. But even though it's a little rainy, I still want to go on a run. I think this will actually be the first time I've ever ran in the rain. But I feel like this is the perfect place to do it. Plus I have a rain jacket, so it shouldn't be too bad.
Okay, let's do this. Along the canals, they have these little footpaths. And I feel like this whole time I've been like, oh my gosh, I would love to go on like a nice run on these footpaths. Today's kind of my last chance to do it. Didn't really expect it to look like this, but we're getting out and doing it. I think it's an encouragement too to see like all these other runners, and they have the vests and the little water spigots. Clearly a little bit more intense than me, but it feels inspiring that they're out in the rain. So I could be out in the rain too. Something really neat about these canals is that you can kind of just pick where to moor or like dock, unless like specifically specified. Nowhere is really off limits, and you could just kind of pull to the side. You can kind of just see all of these different boats docked along the side. I feel like it's just so cool to be exposed to a completely new way of living and experiencing life. Like I didn't even know what this was until a couple days ago, and to know that people are like living in these boats in the canals, it's pretty crazy. They all have such distinct personalities and decorations. So we've passed so many boats at this point, and they all are so different. Oh my gosh. Ooh, white shoes, not the move. Today I have just fully accepted that I am going to be drenched all day long, and that's fine. Can confirm it is very wet outside.
I mean, also we just stepped in and then it started raining even more.
It was funny because this morning when you were asleep, it was not raining at all. And as soon as I walked off the boat, it started pouring.
Okay, rain is expected to stop in 31 minutes and then start 9 minutes later.
It just means that our journey from here will be a bit soggy.
It'll be a wet one. But, you know, I like stepping in puddles, so.
Goodbye. This is how I imagine Moby Dick was like.
That is exactly how it was.
It's raining.
It's raining.
As we can see. And we currently have a bit of a time crunch.
You have to get back by 3 p.m. It's in an hour.
Yeah, this thing doesn't move very fast.
We're going full throttle. Pedal is to the metal.
So like we have to go back up the locks, and that's like what we're trying to be there in time for. The last boat passing through is at 3.
And there's Allie looking like an absolute unit. Do it, yeah. The captain, oh captain of our dreams. I'm somewhat confident we'll be able to get there because we got Captain Allie going double time to get us there by 3, but also the boat can only go so fast.
I'm very thankful that we brought our rain jackets. We now have just 20 minutes until the last boats can go through the locks. Looking at Google Maps, it looks like we're really close, but honestly, it's just really hard to tell. As you can see, it is still raining quite a bit, but I do feel like we are getting closer to Foxton as like a town, and hopefully we should get there soon. If we don't, we are definitely gonna be late tomorrow, and we do not want to disappoint John, because John has been great. Gonna need to start like paddling.
Yeah.
Get some speed.
I'm trying my hardest.
Got it, Sam. You're doing great.
Well, I remember the locks are like right there.
We just have the final bridge. It's 3:13 and John has come for us.
We were late.
Yeah, we were late. Hi, John. Our hero. We've been rescued.
You had a good time.
It's been great.
Thank you for saving us.
Yeah.
Boom.
We're the last boat going through. They're
You're
being very
almost-
kind to us.
Yeah.
As soon as the gates are open, you can put them back down again.
Okay.
But-
Okay.
What this kind of feels like is like, you know, in the movies where like a ship has a crack in it and it's about to unfold and like everyone's gonna die. That's kind of what I'm seeing right now.
This is a complicated process. My favorite part about this is that we have a bunch of children helping us. It's so sweet.
Allie is doing something over there.
Let's go. So Sam is in there and the water is gonna be rising.
Woo! We are rising, we're going up.
Oh, look at that. That's neat. I did that. That's all me.
The gates are opening. Look at that.
What if like the suction from the water sucks someone in there?
Well, that's what it did before, but now they put the metal up. So someone fell down here, a lady, and she was at the wrong time with the grandkids and she got sucked all the way through.
Full steam ahead.
It is very cute. This is kind of like a local tourist attraction. So there's a bunch of people just wandering around watching the lock process happen.
I thought we were done and we were at the top, but I just realized we're only halfway.
Almost there. Just kidding. Halfway there.
And there's still like 10 more locks to go. Oh boy, lock in.
We've barely made it through the locks. It is now 4:30. And now we're going to be working on one of Sam's videos.
We're gonna ask people to cook for us.
He asks strangers to cook for him. And this is part of our little collab.
Now the adventure begins.
When I describe Sam, I say that social anxiety fears him. The goal is that will be our dinner tonight. The last time we did something like this, which was how we met, we didn't find anybody. I have been given the task of driving the boat. It's been more challenging for me than I'd like to admit. Ideally, it would be cool to find somebody who is on one of these narrowboats because there's a lot of people that actually live here. Not gonna lie, I am getting a bit hungry. It's 5 p.m. now, so we have like 5 more hours until the sun sets. The water is so still. The sun is just shining through the trees. The fact that we're kind of like ending the final day on the narrowboats like this, it just feels super special.
Wait, actually? Let's pull over. He said yes, he has a piece of roast lamb. We're gonna go over there right now.
Let's go. Oh my gosh, we're doing it. There's a couple and it looks like they were like playing a board game or something. And they said, yes, let's go meet them. It's happening.
Thank you so much for saying yes. Sorry, it was Tim and what was your name?
you want.
Ann, Tim and Ann?
Yeah.
Cool. Oh, thank you.
Bring your chairs up. Do you want a chair?
Yeah.
Reporting live from Tim and Anne's boat. They have so kindly welcomed us in and they are making us lamb and potatoes. Oh my gosh. Wow. Look at that. This is my first Sunday roast.
Really?
Yeah. Thank you so much for cooking for us.
Well, taste it first.
They're just like an English couple who have been in this narrowboat for the past 10 years.
I think we were like saying, oh, like I wonder like what the lives of these people are like that live on here. Mm-hmm. And we found out. And it's lovely.
I mean, I'm sure everybody's story is like different, of course. What did you think?
Oh, it was great. It was so good. Was it not? I mean, it was amazing. It was so
I
fun.
love that. They made us a full Sunday roast. Lamb, vegetables, potatoes.
Cows! Cow!
Woo! It's been such a lovely evening. We've just gotten back from Tim and Anne's boat, and it was just such a wonderful meal.
It's been lovely. I feel so cozy in this hot chocolate.
Absolutely. Cheers. Yay. Doing something like this is such a nice reminder that it is so possible to just like meet people.
Oh, yeah.
Create connection.
I mean, we did ask like 10 people before,
We did. Yeah.
and they all said no.
They sure did.
But if you ask 10 people, you will find someone eventually that will say yes. And I think like a lot of people wanted to say yes that we talked to, but like their wives were in their boat and being like, no, who are you? Who's he friend? people you're talking to. We got into some like philosophical chats about aging and like what it means to live a happy life.
They're in their 60s, so their life experience versus our life experience is drastically different. Also because like we are from different countries.
I ask strangers to cook for me to show the world is a little bit more friendly than you might think. I mean, the other reason I do it is it's just fun. Like you get it up to like weird adventures all the time.
The way that we met was doing like a collab on one of these videos. Slowly like meeting more and more people has been really neat, and just like kind of seeing how Sam approaches these situations too.
Allie approaches them the same way. She's like a savant with this stuff. I mean, she has like a very bubbly, I mean, you guys know, she has a very bubbly and lovely personality. So like she's chatting people up just like I am. She's a natural. I feel like people think the people that do this stuff have no social anxiety, and I think maybe there exists some people like that, but I think most of it is like, oh man, like it's scary, and I get a little sad when a bunch of people reject me in a row, but so worth it when someone says yes.
It was obviously really great to meet them, and now we have no service. So
yeah,
I feel like usually around this time we would just do our respective work.
Yeah.
And I feel like now we can just have a chill evening and enjoy a nice cup of cocoa.
Cheers.
And maybe get a fire going.
Yeah. Yeah, we could do that.
Yeah.
Staring at us, saying, please, pour me up.
Please help. Good night. Good morning from the English countryside. This morning is actually the last morning we have on the Narrowboat, and it feels very bittersweet right now. On one hand, I do feel like I'm a city girl and I'm heading back to London, so obviously that is something to be excited about. However, this has just been so beautiful, so peaceful. In the beginning of this experience, John told us about how anyone who comes who usually has like a very busy brain comes back from a narrowboat trip just feeling super mellowed out. And it just makes so much sense because you can literally only go 4 miles per hour on this thing. And it's so slow, it's so peaceful, but it's also very non-high maintenance. I feel like to me, it just feels really surreal anytime you can wake up and you're just like in an insane place. Last night, we ended up commuting most of the way back because we have to return the boat by 9 a.m. Just means that the drive this morning is going to be about like a minute. We're very close. But look how pretty this is. Here is Little Otter. And this is our surroundings. And we have a friend. Hello. A final spin around town. Woo! Let's go. Time to return Little Otter. He's been good to us.
Yeah, it's our littlest otter. Our child.
Hi, John.
Where should I park?
More.
I wish it would auto drive.
No self-driving here, folks. Good morning, John.
Good morning. Have you enjoyed it?
It's been lovely.
Good.
Yeah, so good.
And that just about wraps up this adventure. Thank you guys so much for watching. The majority of people watching my videos are not subscribed. So if you would like to show some support, make sure to leave a comment. Make sure you're subscribed, and I will see you guys next time.